Okay, let's begin. Right. Okay. Right. Right. What do I need? Right. Nice. Okay, so we have one person online. Fred, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm going to teach in a mix of English and Japanese, use some Japanese terms. If there are any Japanese terms that you really don't understand, by all means, ask me or ask during the break, and I'll do my best to explain. But hopefully, you should be able to follow along. I'll keep an eye on you there, and we will take regular breaks as well. Okay. Okay, so let's start with our warming up. Junbi undo in Japanese, warming up. Okay, warming up there. Right. I should get over there. So, not natural stance. We're just going to start with the ankles. The principle of warming up in the Matsubayashiryu system is that you start from the extremities and work into the core. So we'll start with the ankles, just raise and then roll back. Raise and roll it back. Ich, ni, san, shi, wo, rok, shich, hach, kyu, two. Good, okay. We're just going to flex the knees. Half squat. Ich, ni, san, shi, wo, rok, shich, hach, kyu. Two. Now go down and touch the floor. Ich, ni, san, shi, wo, rok, shich, hach, kyu, two. Good, okay. Hands on knees. Going to rotate. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Hantai, opposite direction. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Good, okay. I'm going to raise the legs up straight at 45 degrees to the front. So lift the leg and touch, lift the leg and touch. Okay? It's not a kick, it's a leg raise. Okay, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now to your side. Try and raise your foot up with the toes pointing upwards. Ich, ni, san, shi, wo, rok, shich, hach, kyu, two. Good. Just feel the hips open up a little bit there. Okay, hands on hips. We're going to do rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice big circle of the way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, going to go up to the head. Just look left and right. Ich, ni, san, shi, wo, rok, shich, hach, kyu, two. Now look down, then look up. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, two. Tilt to the left and to the right. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, two. And now rotate them around. Make a circle. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Opposite direction. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Good. Take 2 fingers. Take finger, middle finger. Position them on the side of the neck, just from the point of the jaw going down the side of the neck, and then push. You can stretch and push. Applying a little pressure to the side of the neck. Ni, san, shi, go, hook, shich, touch, kyu, ju. And then the other side, again, 2 fingers. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, hook, shich, touch, kyu, ju. Take the hand, relax. We're going to use it as a massage from the top of the head down through the neck to the shoulder. Itch. San, shi, go, rook, itch, etch, you, on the other side. Ni, san, shi, go, rook, itch, etch, you. Okay, good. You can roll the shoulders forward. It's ni, san, shi, go, itch, etch, you. And back. Really get those shoulder blades relaxed. Whoa, rock, shoot, touch, huge, good. So rotate the arm forward, pitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, shoot, touch, huge, and counterclockwise. Pitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, pitch, touch, huge, good. Left leg forward, so you're in a kind of like a left stance, left shoulder forward. Body at about 45 degrees. Going to rotate the right arm. We try and rotate it a nice vertical arc, so that it's just touching the ear. Pitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, pitch, touch, cue, and back. Pitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, pitch, touch, cue. Okay, and change that. Moving forward. Left arm rotating forwards, knee, san, shi, go, rock, pitch, touch, cue, and back. Pitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, pitch, touch, cue. Okay, elbows, rotate pitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, pitch, touch, cue, and back. Pitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, pitch, touch, cue. Check up wrists. Sideways, forwards, and from that edge. Knee, san, shi, go. Okay, good. Okay, we're going to do a full body stretch. We're going to roll the arms over, roll down, just touch. Just go to a depth that you're comfortable with. You don't have to overstretch, it's still just warming up. So we're going to go down, and then we're going to come back up. Stretch the hips in the opposite direction. So one, rotate, one repetition is here and back to normal. Okay, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try and go a little deeper. 7. Knuckles to the floor. 8, 9, 10. Right. Very good. Next, twisting. Twist left. Feet in natural position. Right. Pitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, stitch, touch, cue, two. Okay, good. And then we go over to the side. So with the right hand, we're going to reach over towards our left foot. Pitch. Back up and the other way. Knee, san, shi, go, rock, stitch, touch, cue, two. Okay, good. Okay. So, we'll zoom in and focus on the wrists. Just going to do some warm-up exercises using the wrists and the elbows. Okay, so the first one is kind of a what we call a number 1 wrist lock position. So, Fred, you've done some wrist locks before, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So this is like Kotagaishi. We're just using it to warm up. So we want to just move in a smooth circular fashion, just stretching the outside of the wrist. Right? Pitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, stitch, hatch, cue, two. Now, okay, without losing that contact, just rotate the hand forward Yeah, so fingers forward, thumb down, and then just stretch, pull into the chest. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, kyu. Good. Now again, without losing contact, we're just going to rotate and grasp under the fingers as if to pull them back to our face. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Again, with the same hand, let it fall to the side, but hold it at about 90 degrees. We're going to reach around and twist our little finger knuckle in towards us. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, and slightly lift up as well. Shich, hach, kyu, ju. So torsion pulling in towards you. Okay, again, take that same hand, now extend it across the body. So the elbow is across your own midriff, and then stretch the wrist and the elbow. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Okay, good. Now we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So grasp the right hand and the left hand. Again, number one wrist lock. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Rotate it, fingers forward, thumb down. And pull to the chest. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Maintain the contact, just rotate and grasp the fingers underneath, and then rotate the fingers back towards the face. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Allow that hand to drop to the side, reach around, and apply pressure, twisting pressure onto the little finger joint, and slightly lift. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Take that hand and extend across your body. So the elbow and the wrist are extended and stretch. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Okay, and shake off. Right. Okay. Okay. Do a little bit of a stretching routine for the hip joints. Okay. First one we're going to work on is just a very basic squat position. Okay, so feet kind of next to each other, fairly close to each other, and we just want to go down and sit down in a squat. So do your best to go down in a squat and keep your balance. And from here, come up, not all the way, left leg out, so your feet are slightly wider than shoulders, and we'll do the sumo squat. So just dropping the hips down, pushing the knees slightly out. Try not to look down too much, keep the head up. Okay, stretching the groin now. From there, just put the hands down in front and very lightly put some weight onto the back of the elbows. Stretch again across the groin. Shi, o, rok, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Okay, from there, stay down and extend the left leg out. Left leg out straight, toes pointing up. Okay, and just stretch. Just find your balance in that position. Then we're going to slide the body across. So we're not going to come up, we're not going to change our feet position, we're just going to move our body across to the other side. Right. If you can, try and have your heel on the floor, if you have that flexibility. And back in, itch. Okay, and change again. Ni, san, shi, go, rock. Okay. Now we're going to just pivot. So we're on our left leg. Just going to pivot around to the side and turn this into a front stretch. So stretching the groin forwards and backwards. Rest on your hands a little bit. And then, again, without standing up, slide across to the same position on the other side. So heel up, so right there. Alright. Heel should be pointing up, toes on the front foot pointing forward. Okay, good. Okay, and from there you can sit down in the middle. We'll do a butterfly stretch. Okay, so bring the feet in towards the groin. Okay, so first of all, we just want to relax. Just a little bit of light movement. Try and let the groin relax, hamstrings, etc. Okay, what we're going to do is use our gluteus maximus, the big muscles in our butt, to pull our knees down to the mat and hold for 10 seconds and then release. Okay, so on my count, pull the knees down and hold. Okay, ready? Let's go. Right. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, kyu, ju, and relax. Again, trying to stay loose, lose the tension. One more time, pulling the knees all the way down to the mat if you can. Right, let's go. Right. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, kyu, ju, and relax. Okay, and you're going to breathe out and try to stretch forward. So go forward as far as you can. Try to breathe out, relax the lower back. Work the hands forward a little bit. And relax. Okay, so we're going to kind of leave the left leg where it is, but the right leg we're going to take around behind us so that we end up with a left leg at about 45 degrees just in front of our hips. Okay, so we're going to stretch, basically it's a good stretch for the buttocks. Okay, so just want to go down as comfortable as you can, bring your chest down towards the floor, and allow the stretch on the gluteus maximus. Trying to relax, breathe out, breathe in. Hold that for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to come using our hands. Try and stay down there, but swing the right leg around and the left leg back. So now we end up with our right leg at about 45 degrees in front of our hips. And same again. Relax, breathe out, bring the chest down. San, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, kyu, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Okay, good. Right, and stays our position. Okay, so we're going to do in Okinawa what's called Goju-ryu style push-ups. So these are actually kind of Hindu push-ups. And so our starting position, I'll just go to the side so you can see the position. Starting position is going to be kind of the yoga is a downward dog type position. From here, we're going to dive through, bring the nose and the chest nice and close to the mat and arch up. Okay, and then go back to the same path. And then the straight, push down and push up. So that's 1 repetition. Okay? So first the arch to the cobra position, up, and then 1 rep. Try to breathe naturally. All right, we're going to go for 10 repetitions. Do the best you can, right? Ready, right, ich. Ni. San, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, kyu, ju. And hold and relax. Okay, good. Good stuff. Right? Okay. I'm going to just do a few push-up type positions. Also plank, okay, so first we're just going to do a plank position. You can do this on your fists or on your hands, fine. Okay, just going to hold the plank position. Okay, Sanjivil. Okay, take it in. Okay, we're going to do it for 1 minute first, okay? So, when we're doing this, try not to let the elbows flare out. I want to keep this, the muscles, the trapezius, or rather the lats under here, keep them nice and tense so that our structure doesn't flare out, but we keep it close into the side of our body. Right? Okay, up we go, right? Roll your weight forward onto your first two knuckles. Keep your hips up. Halfway. This. And relax. Wait, good job. Everybody, well done. Okay, next we're going to do shoulder tap. So, press up position, tap, down, tap, down, tap, down, tap, down. Okay? Try to keep balance. Try not to let the hips drop down. Right? Did you catch much on that? 20 times, 20 repetitions, okay? Right, ready, shoulder taps, let's go. From the right, hitch, knee, sun, cheek, go, look, hitch, touch, here, two, hitch, knee, sun, cheek, go, look, hitch, touch, here, two. Okay, so good. Keep going at the edge. Knee, sun, cheek, go, look, hitch, touch, here, two. Okay, and the rest. Repeat one more time, okay? If you need to do press ups for the knees, it's okay. Okay, one more time. 20 shoulder presses, shoulder touch, and then 10 presses. Right? Let's go. Hitch, knee, sun, shake, go, look, sit, touch, here, flip, hitch, knee, sun, shake, go, look, sit, touch, here, and you go. Hitch, knee, sun, shake, go, up, sit, touch, here, and rest. Okay, we're going to do some sit-ups. Okay. So I like to use the ball when we're doing sit-ups, particularly when we're working in a group, of course. So what we're going to do is do sit-ups all together, but toss the ball to each other. So just a kind of a nice way to keep everybody synchronized and doing sit-ups together. So please follow along in spirit. Right, closer. Stop. Okay. So we go back and touch with our hands behind our head. Yeah. We're going to touch the ball to the floor. We're going to come up with the ball in front and throw to the next person. So everybody, when you go back, hands out. When you come up, hands in front, because maybe you're going to have to catch. All right. So don't come up with no hands. That's too dangerous. Okay. So we'll try. How many should we do again? How many should we do? 20. We're going to do 20. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. Ready, everybody? Here we go. It's 8. Done. 6. Go. Go. 6. Punch. Give. Jib. Pitch. Big. Done. Cheek. Go. Rock. Pitch. Pass. Jib. One more. Jib. Okay, nice. Okay, that was good. That was one set. I think we're going to need to do one more set. Okay. Okay, can you do one more set? You can do it. You guys can do it. Okay, you can do it. Okay, what we're going to do is do. So, here we're going to do 10 reps. We're going to go as fast as we can. Fred, you're going to do 20 reps in the same time, okay? Do 20 reps in the time it takes us to do 10. That's your challenge. All right?
All right.
Speed it, ikimashou ne. We ready? Go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Wait. Wait. Stop. Shake. Go. Rock. Wait. Ditch. Fast. That's. Skip. 2. One more. Go. Go. Hey. Done. Done it. Oh, fantastic. Good job. All right. That's that section done. Right? Okay, we're going to do a little pad work exercise here, but you can follow along with the same movements, okay? It's a very simple drill, really just designed to get the body moving and get the blood flowing, so to speak. Okay, so it's a 4 combination to start with. So we're going to go left, right. This one's going to come through like a strike and go under. Then I can come under, back up to my stance. All right, so left, right, duck, duck, and I'm ready again. 1, 2, 3, 4 combination. Okay? Okay, so we're going to work that for about a minute. Right. Wait. 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 Okay, we're going to change. So one technical point to work on, think about, is protecting yourself during the movement phase. In fact, also during the striking phase. So when striking left, no hikite. Okay, no hikite in this exercise. No hikite. Left comes out, the right is held to the body, or just out in front to protect. Yeah? As the left comes back, the right goes out. And again, the left is to protect. The next one is coming through here. As we go down, don't drop the guard out of the way. Move with the guard and move with the guard. Okay? So, Fred, do you know Pasai kata?
Hey.
You know Pasai kata?
Hey.
Pasai, right? This one, yeah? This position here, yeah? So we're thinking about kind of using this kind of frame, such that the strike comes in. We're using this kind of frame to pass under, yeah? And obviously using the hips. One thing we don't want to do is look down, so we don't want to drop our head down like this because, of course, we're likely to get smashed in the face, right? So when this comes in, this guard is here to protect above, but also if there was a knee coming in to protect down as well. Okay? So it's just a habit, right? 1, 2, guard, guard, and then ready to strike again. Okay? Ready, let's go, right? Yeah. Right. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, we're going to take a very short break now. Right. All right. Especially again, it's going to be like that in this one. Okay, let's take a short break there. Right, in the next section, we're going to look at tanren kiso, which is kind of conditioning exercises that we use in Matsubayashiryu. In Matsubayashiryu, one of the major skills we try to develop is this kind of snappy, elastic power with a kind of a stickiness to it, and using the hips in a fairly relaxed, kind of elastic fashion. So the next set of exercises are all derived from movements in our kata, and they're all designed really to help us build that kind of snappy, elastic power.
Excellent. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. Right. Let's think about tanren kisoですね。Okay, so let's get Okay, tanren kiso, kibarachi. So we're going to go to parallel stance, feet just shoulder width or slightly wider, toes pointing forward. Okay. From here, the first movement is going to be an ashibarai type movement. We want to try to avoid moving too much the body left and right. Like stay where we are, sweep up. When you sweep, you can sweep up and touch the inside of your own leg. You want to try and go to the knee or higher. You can go in front of your own leg as well, that's fine too. my habit is to kind of hit the inside of the thigh, just sort of a way of conditioning, getting used to contact in there. Okay, and try and keep the posture straight at all times. Okay. Okay, so starting from the left, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, dich, hatch, kyu, ju, hai. Okay, same movement now, but we want to focus on the stamp at the end. So the same sweep, but with a stamping movement. We stamp, don't stamp with your heel, because you'll damage yourself. Stamp with the ball of the foot. Okay, like ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, dich, hatch, kyu, ju, hai. Okay. As an additional supplement, we're going to do a forward scooping kick. This is like sometimes called a squighetti. It's a little bit extra. Okay. We kick with the instep of the foot. Usually this kick will be going against the shin. Yeah? Going against the shin laterally. So you're not going to kick with your toes, because if you kick with your toes and hit the shin bone, that's pretty damaging to you too. So lateral inside of the instep. You'll be aiming just under the knee, shin or knee. Okay, like ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, dich, hatch, kyu, ju, right. Okay, next we're working the hands. So first do this as a relaxed position. Again, back to parallel stance. Stretch out and allow the wrists to stretch, then come back. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, dich, hatch, kyu, ju. Good. So we're going to add a little more speed and momentum, but we don't want to add tension. Try to avoid any tension. You should feel the weight of your fist in your arm will naturally stretch your shoulder joint and your elbow joint and wrist joint. That's good. We want to build the strength in the connecting tissue so that it's got that elasticity and that stretch. So now imagine almost like you're throwing your fist out to the side, but both will go at the same time. Right, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, dich, hatch, kyu, ju. Good. Okay, we're going to add a little progression to this. And now we want to initiate the movement from the hips. So while we're still going to do the same, both arms going out at the same time, focus on one hip for one repetition, and the next hip for the other repetition. Right? So that we throw it, right hip, left hip, right hip, left hip. Really try to start the movement from here. So the movement starts from here and is transmitted through the leg. Okay? Koshikara, koshiri. In Japanese, we call this koshiri, which means putting the hips into it. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, dich, hatch, kyu, ju, hai. Okay, next movement is going to be rolling forward. So I'll just stand sideways so you can just see what's happening. We roll the hands forward and then back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Okay, still the same parallel stance. Right? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, forward. Mind, yeah? Sich, hatch, kyu, ju. So try to avoid the hands going out too wide. Imagine that they are going through kind of two rails either side of your head, here and down and forward, here and down and forward. Okay? This is good for your elbow flexibility too. Okay, so we're going to do the same again. A little more snap at the end now, yeah? A little more downward snap. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, dich, hatch, kyu, ju. Look cross. Position. Matsudu. 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 So, Yeah, there's no crossing hands yet in this one. We're still just working straight. Working straight. Okay, good. So again now, the addition is we're going to put in the hip movement. The hips can rotate forwards and slightly up, and backwards and slightly down. And this is the forwards and backwards kind of hip cradle rotation. Okay? So we want to use this as the motor of throwing the hands forward. Imagine that we are going to push something heavy, big, a big rock. We're going to throw a big rock, or we're going to push a car. We're going to push that from our hips. Here, here. Okay? And allow the hands then just to come out as an extension of that. Okay? Same stance, parallel stance. Right, itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, chich, hatch, cue, two. So these exercises are designed just to get us used to having the hips in a pretty relaxed condition and being able to generate power. Okay, so we've done lateral power. Yeah, we've done forwards and backwards power, mainly forwards. So now we're going to combine that and do dropping diagonal power, right? So from here, down, cross, down, cross, down. So again, moving the hands from a cross position across the body down to a kind of similar to where you would finish with a gate and leg. Okay, right, itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, chich, hatch, cue, ju. Okay, good. So fairly relaxed. Okay, so now we're going to put a little more snap into it. Okay, cross the hands and then bring them out. Cross and then bring them out. Okay, right, itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, chich, hatch, cue, ju. Good. Okay. Okay, now we're going to really put the hips into it. We're going to exaggerate it and really use the hips. Okay, so we're going to drive the movement from the hip. So from here, the hip pushes the hand in, and the hip pulls the hand out. Koshi kara te o seichu sen o koete, soshite koshi o hiki nagara te mo hiki. Yeah. So like we did before, we'll go right, left, focus. Although both hands are going to work. Yeah, right, left. Okay, height. Itch, knee, san, chi, go, rock, chich, hatch, cue, ju, hai, push. Okay, good. Again, parallel stance, and let's go to Morotu Uke, so double receive position. We have this kind of position in our Naihanshi kata, which is Teki kata and Shotokana. So again, now relax, no tension in the shoulders, a little bit of spring in the stance, knees a little bit soft, but gripping the ground. We have a stable base. Right, so just drop and return. Itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, chich, hatch, cube, ju. Good. So see, you've got the idea. Don't let the elbows flare out. Keep the elbows tucked in. So it's like an hourglass shape, right? Okay. Mochotto. Speed of the air. I'm going to do a little bit quicker, a little bit snappier. Right. Itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, chich, hatch, cube, ju. Good. Yeah, and I think as you're getting around, we want to make sure we don't pull these hands in, but they stay at about roughly a 90-degree angle with a space about fist distance between the elbow and the body. So in Matsubayashiryu, we don't have sanchin kata, classic sanchin position kata. but we do have that position within other katas. So, okay, so from here, okay, next step, drop one arm down. So we have chu down, ge down position. Okay, slowly and with no tension, together and change. Ich, ni, san, chi, ho, rok, chich, hach, kyu, chu. Okay, good. So keep this hand forward too, right? So don't let this hand drop down to the body. You want to have this frame, this hourglass frame, yeah, but also here as well, right? So that the arms are forward from the body. And you don't want to let that collapse into you. Keep it forward using these muscles. If you pull it in, they can't use these muscles, right? So keep that structure forward here. A little bit sitting down into your stance. Okay. Okay, one more time, 10 repetitions. Ich, ni, san, chi, ho, rok, chich, hach, kyu, chu. Good. Good. We're going to do 10 more repetitions. You want to feel like the hand is a ball of steel on the end of a chain. Yeah? So rather than feeling like this is an iron bar, no, feel like this is a chain with a ball on the end. So we flick it. Yeah, flick it, use this weight. So this should stay fairly relaxed. Yeah, the weight comes through, and even a little bit down. Yeah? Here, here, here. Yeah? So think of this not just as uke, but also as striking that time. Okay? Ja, more for yarimashou ne. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Okay, and relax. When you think about this guard position, this is our first uke here. This one, uke. Okay, so the first thing that's probably going to move is this hand here as it covers the main window. Yeah, this starts to build up momentum in the hips. Yeah, so this is like a rubber band that's being twisted, the energy is being put in, and then we release that energy with the hands going through. Yeah? So this one's covering here. Yeah? Punch, something coming in here, right? Coming in, you're covering your center line from here to here. Yeah? Here, yeah? Here, 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 here. Okay. There's many movements where this is kind of a fundamental block to the movement in the kata. We don't have time to do it today, but this is a really useful skill to do. If you can do this in a relaxed fashion, it means that you can do it multiple times. So striking, striking. It also means that you can do it while altering your footwork here as well. Okay, so let's move on from this position. Okay, pull the hands in. Yeah, so this position, just pull the hands in. Held, relaxed position just in front of the head. From here, again, still same position, down. Okay, now we're going to twist just in the upper body. We want the stability in here, so try not to allow your legs to collapse. Okay, twist here. Right. Ni, san, chi, ho, rok, chich, hach, kyu, chu. So again, not thinking about being super rigid, yeah? Allowing the hand to come through naturally and come back naturally. Through and come back. So using the natural elasticity in the body, in the trunk of the body. Okay, now a little bit quicker though, a little bit quicker with more snap. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, rok, chich, hach, kyu, chu, right? So next one, next 10 repetitions, we're going to pull, pull. Yeah. So now instead of thinking about punching, think about pulling. 引くのは大事。今は、これで、スキーじゃなくて、これで、yeah. So now the main movement we're thinking about is actually the pulling movement. The punch just follows naturally along. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? Okay. And go out of position. From here, short jab. Short jab. Yeah. No hikite. So from this position, jab, come back. Jab, come back. No hikite. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, good. Uraken, back fist. Same position, right? Uraken, and come back to go. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Okay, we're gonna hook, short hook here. Okay, so it's not a big hook. No, in this position, here. So. Okay, few hands forward. Don't let your elbows go further back than 1 fist distance in front of your hips. Okay, maintain this distance all the time. Never pull it back. For this exercise, right? Okay, so hooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Right. And relax. Okay. Yeah. Kicks. So, in Matsubayashiryu, we don't have a great variety of many different kicking techniques. Essentially, our main kicking technique is maigeri, front kick. There are some variations on that, which make it adaptable, but we don't really have, in our kata, for example, any moashigeri. We certainly don't have any kind of uro moashigeri or, kind of hook kicks. We don't really have any of that. We do have sokoto, yeah, low side kick, but it is low. So maigeri, sokoto, and we also have a crescent kick. So in our kata, this kind of crescent kick. So maigeri, we're going to work on maigeri. This is just natural stance maigeri. Okay, so from a natural parallel stance, maigeri chudan. Maigeri chudan. So to your own belt level or slightly above. Keep your hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Good, okay. We're doing maigeri. Probably the most important skill to build is what's called gamaku in Okinawa. Gamaku refers to the connective tissue from your the base of your stomach, base of your abdomen, down through to the top of your thighs. So all of these, there are several different very strong connective sinews that connect here. And the ability to contract that and use that as a seat of power generation is a really important part of Okinawa Karate across all the different styles, not just this particular school. So what does that mean? Well, it's quite simple, really. It's the ability to use the snapping knee raise Okay, and then from there develop that as a seat of motion. It's not just about raising the knee. Yeah, it could also be about generating movement from here as well. Yeah, so using that twitch. Yeah. So there's a lot to this, but if you can move directly from the hips, then you can move without giving away your movement quite so much. Right? So when we're doing this basic exercise, Maigeri, really focus on Yama. So when we're standing naturally, try to really this contraction. I feel like you're really contracting, closing here. This is the real skill. And then the leg will go wherever you want it to go. It depends how flexible you are, right? I mean, if you're very flexible, it will go high. If you're not so flexible, it will go in the middle. Interestingly, in traditional Okinawa karate, there aren't really that many high kicks. So essentially, the legs deal with the legs, and the hands deal with the hands, as a rule. Of course, there are some exceptions. So one more time, repetitions. Kicks again, same. Shizen type. Maigeri, really try to work the gamaku. Okay? Right. It's ni, san, shi, go, fuck, six, hats, chip, hats, ni, san, shi, go, fuck, six, hats, chip. Hey, okay. Okay, so unfortunately, we're kind of running out of time. So we're going to finish the exercise phase of the class here. Let the guys here in the dojo get cleaned up. In Okinawa right now, we're on an 8 o'clock, not exactly a curfew, but a sort of an 8 o'clock system. So we need to get them moving. But I would like to stay online and take any questions that you have, Fred. So stick around, don't go straight away, okay? じゃあ、そこで終わりましょうね。はい。はい、気をつけ。